How did the name of CHICCO TWALA get to appear in SENZO MEYIWA murder trial if there is nothing to do with him? Why did K.KHUMALO only think of calling CHICCO TWALA? That is the question. Because there is no smoke without a fire. In this video, I'm going to talk to you guys about what exactly moved or motivated CHICCO TWALA to go and look for Senzo's murder. What kind of conversation did them have? Remember, we're talking about a man who had offered a holiday to K.KHUMALO in overseas so that she can go and try to relax herself after losing SENZO MEYIWA. Do you guys up to now, have you know what was the reason of him offering this holiday to K.KHUMALO? This holiday that he had to offer to K.KHUMALO, why did not do it to his son, his beloved son, Longo Twala, who was also in that house? Why did not prefer to send him also in overseas for holidays? Why he prefer to offer these holidays only to K.KHUMALO? Is there something that they're trying to hide from the public to get to know what happened? Because, come to think of it, guys, there were many people in that house. And these people have also their friends, they have their loved ones, they have their parents. And in such case, these people are supposed also to call their parents, their friends. But unfortunately, none of them did so. So how come the name of CHICCO TWALA have to appear in this murder case of Robert SENZO MEYIWA if there is nothing to hide? We all know that when your child is being in trouble somewhere, when your child have perhaps break somebody's car, the window of the car, and they are looking for someone to assume the responsibility or to pay the bills of the mistake that this child has committed, they usually go for a parent. They'll go for a mother or a father. Now, here is the SENZO MEYIWA who got killed, who got shot. Why did K.KHUMALO not think of calling SENZO MEYIWA's family at first? Even let's say, if they say that SENZO MEYIWA family are far, in Durban where they are living, why can't them think of someone close by? Because I believe someone like SENZO MEYIWA had many people around Johannesburg who could have come and intervene and try to speak to the family and make them understand of what happened. But why K.KHUMALO had to choose only CHICCO TWALA? Because these questions, we need to ask ourselves this question in the public so that we can get to know the truth. CHICCO TWALA is not a police to be called in such kind of a problem. He's not a police. CHICCO TWALA is not a football manager where we can say perhaps since SENZO MEYIWA used to be a football player, perhaps we could say that no, CHICCO TWALA is his manager. No. And according to me, I don't know if I'm wrong, you guys might correct me, I never come across any article or any rumors saying that SENZO MEYIWA, during his last days on earth, he used to cooperate with CHICCO TWALA. Or maybe they were having some music or some featurings. I never heard such things. So can CHICCO TWALA, K.KHUMALO, get the courage to tell us what relationship did SENZO MEYIWA used to have with CHICCO TWALA so that he can be called in such emergency? if he had nothing to do, or if his son had nothing to do with what happened in that house. Again, as I said at the beginning of this video, guys, there is no smoke without fire. Yes, because now you can see the name Twala, CHICCO TWALA, Longo Twala, is now trending. And you can feel that there is a kind of like a three something between K.KHUMALO and the two father and son Twalas. Their name keep on trending. Do you think is it too late to tell people the truth? Because I just give you a simple example to say that there is no any reasons why CHICCO TWALA is supposed to be there among the first people, or among the people that they have to call immediate, because Senzo had his family. And to make even things more interesting, when you get to listen to this guy who's in court, Tumelo, him is the person who's supposed to inform Senzo Meyiwa family, to give them all the details very quick. But unfortunately, that did not happen. Instead, when you get to listen to someone like SENZO MEYIWA, who said that he received a call from Tumelo, and Tumelo tell him that Senzo just got killed, but it was a mistake. And when you get such kind of news, obviously, the next question will be like, how? Which means you want to get more details. And the moment he was expecting to get more details from Tumelo, the next things Tumelo had to tell him on how he could not continue the conversation, because he was receiving some instructions. And SENZO MEYIWA said that he could hear those instructions from the background noise. And that is how he decided to drop that call immediately. Now, tell me something, if there is nothing to hide, why cutting why cutting the call between you with someone who's supposed to be having all the information, all the necessary or basic information about what had happened in that house? You cut them, but you rush to call someone who's far away for them to come. There is no smoke without fire. Now that CHICCO TWALA is there, the conversation, if you still remember very well when Tumelo explained inside the court, he said that that conversation, they shifted themselves apart from everyone. They were standing, two of them on the corner. And from far, I could hear CHICCO TWALA telling K.KHUMALO that why not going in overseas for holiday? For what reason? For what reason? Because you did not kill anyone. You did not commit any crime. You did not steal from anyone. Why is the need, why there is need for you to rush someone to go overseas if they did not confess you, if they did not confess the truth of what had happened in your absence? Again, CHICCO TWALA was not neither a police, neither Senzo Meyiwa father, neither Senzo Meyiwa relative or business partner or manager, or nothing link CHICCO TWALA with Senzo Meyiwa. The only thing linked CHICCO TWALA to be there, it is his son. And his son is alive. He's not the one who was shot. So, him going there, it is because there is something which, according to me, I believe that his son had done something wrong. And they had to do as they usually do when a child do something wrong. They look for his relative. They look for his parent, so that they can come and they'll tell them. It's just like at school, if your child your child will go to school and beat somebody else's child or do something wrong. Before they get to punish him, or before even they have to punish him, but they'll definitely have to need to see the parent. They'll seek for the parent. They'll look for you. They'll call you. As a parent, come please to school, there's a problem with your child. And when you rush there, they will tell you what your child have done. Isn't it? Or am I making up stories? No, I believe you will totally also agree with me that I'm not making any stories. So we all know you can be called in emergency case only if there is an emergency problem. And at this time, the only people who are supposed to be called at the first place, the people who this emergency or the death of Senzo Meyiwa concern the most. But the fact that they have to think of CHICCO TWALA, then I believe they have to come. Someone have to come and give me a proper explanation why the choice of CHICCO TWALA to be there, because it's not relative to Senzo Meyiwa. Perhaps it could have made sense if it happened like when Tumelo called Sifiwe Meyiwa. Maybe he said that, okay, since I'm very far, I think call CHICCO TWALA, let him be there to represent us as a family. That was going to make sense. But what happened? That is not the case in this matter. So it is more obvious to get to tell that if the name of CHICCO TWALA got to mention, it is because there is something that had to do with his son, Longwe Twala. So they had to call him, dude, come and see what your son have done. That is the truth. That is a very simple mathematics. We don't need to go to the left or right. And to all advocates who are inside the courts, if they want to get the truth or try to expose the really kill of Senzo Meyiwa, they don't need to go to the left or right. They must tackle there. They must ask a lot of questions as I'm asking you on this part. Why the choice of CHICCO TWALA? Was it that important for him to be there? That is where the problem lays. Yes, that is where the problem lays. What is the history between CHICCO TWALA and Senzo Meyiwa? So if they get the answer on that part, then you get to see for yourself like, okay, this now makes sense. Again, there is no smoke without fire. The moment of truth is getting closer. And everyone who have a hand in Senzo Meyiwa murdering, they will answer for their crime. Trust me. God will expose them one by one. God will put this confusion between themselves. And they'll start pointing finger on each other without anyone putting pressure on them. And us will be here to look at them into the eyes and ask them the only one question to know: why do they have to kill the poor Senzo Meyiwa? So, with that being said or being put in your mind, let us now talk or try to understand why CHICCO TWALA have to go and visit Senzo Meyiwa mother. On Tuesday, CHICCO TWALA decided to go and visit Senzo Meyiwa's mother. They spoke about a lot of things. And never mind about what you get to listen in the media. In the media, sometimes they are good to influence. They are good to protect. They are good to expose. It depends on how, if they are working in your favor. But unfortunately, not in our side. Because on our side, we speak our mind. This is a public opinions. We speak our mind in respect of every individual. But still, Senzo Meyiwa was killed almost 9 years ago. And since this man was killed, we never heard that the father of Longwe Twala, who was one of the people who were in that house when Senzo Meyiwa was killed, he never paid the Senzo Meyiwa family visit. Not either in Senzo Meyiwa birthday party, a birthday when he was born, not when Senzo Meyiwa was killed. All the memories that the Senzo Meyiwa family, they have to remember Senzo. We never get to see or heard the name of CHICCO TWALA appearing among the visitors. Now the question is, why now? Why? Guys, please give me your thumbs up, like this video. I'll really do appreciate. If you have not subscribed to the channel, do subscribe to the channel. I'll really do appreciate as well. Drop the comment down below. Tell me what you are thinking about these questions. Why now? After all these years. It's not that someone like Mr. CHICCO TWALA did not know where the Meyiwa family live. You know very well where they live. So why never visit them before? Only now, when matters are trying to get now more serious inside the court. Is that a sign of showing that I'm guilty somewhere? Is that a sign of a father who's trying to protect his son? Well, we'll find out very soon, shortly in this video. When he went to visit, he came out. All we get to see on the TV is like, no, I went there, you know, I had to consult the family, and okay, fine. Hence, we ask the question to know why now, after such a long time? Because we are Africans, and we know we get to consult the family of a person from the moment that person is still living down. These people, as far as I know, no one of them shows up in SENZO MEYIWA funeral. We have videos of almost everyone who attended that funeral in Moses Madibo in Durban. These people, they did not attend any ceremony, memorial service, ceremony or service of SENZO MEYIWA. Now, today, they are visiting. Why? That's the first question. Why did you not even attend his memorial service when everyone was gathering in the stadium? For what reason? Can they be able to explain us why they were not there on that day? If you don't have nothing to hide. That's the question number one. Question number two. Why do you have to wait all this time for you to come and show up today and start saying that SENZO MEYIWA family, they need our support. We need to guarantee them that the justice will be served. Which justice are you referring to, sir, with all due respect? Which justice are you referring to? Is it the one that we'll be seeing in Pretoria? Which justice are you talking about? Is it the one of two dockets, and when they come inside the court, they're showing us one docket, another docket sitting somewhere? Which justice are you referring to? Make us understand. A justice which look like it's already been corrupt? Or is it a delay justice? Is that what you trying to tell people, or trying to convince SENZO MEYIWA family that they should sit and relax after 9 years of losing their son? They should sit and relax? This visit, if it is that important to you, why you did not go and visit SENZO MEYIWA family when his father was still alive? When SENZO MEYIWA father was still alive, why do not they get the courage to go and see them, father and mother, and try to talk to them and console them the way you are doing now? Even after the old man passed on, why did you not go and say that, okay, ma'am, I was actually planning to come and see your family for about what happened to your son, but unfortunately, now that I find out that Papa is no more alive, so I just want to give you my sincere condolences in behalf of Twala family. Why you never done that before? So is this the right time? That is why, you know, yesterday when I get to see him giving that interview, I did not buy his side of story, guys. I'm sorry. Yes, on my point of view, I did not buy his side of story because it does not make sense. It does not make sense. Mr. CHICCO TWALA knows where there is SENZO MEYIWA family. Since SENZO died, can him tell us that, no, him or his son, they have taken time to just sit and think like, okay, no, look, Senzo was killed while my son was in that house. This could be my son. Or perhaps this could be someone else. So let me think of Senzo Meyiwa, his children. Maybe I can just buy them some hampers of millis, rice, cooking oil, and other stuff. Let me go and visit them. Who have done that? Who have done that? Because I don't think there is even anyone, because proof of it is yesterday. Tumelo inside the court, they're asking him, what have you done with this money you had received from Netflix? He's telling people that, no, that is my money, with all the arrogance. Your money? Your money, you using someone else's image, making money out of it. Don't you know that the Senzo Meyiwa family, they can even sue you? Don't you know that the Senzo Meyiwa, they can sue you for using their brother image to make money, and yet you don't pay them? Because they're the one who have the all full copyright of those images that you had used. Beside that, don't you know that you can be arrested for using someone image in such a way without having any proper agreement, because you guys were best friends? So there is no anyone who come today and tell me that, no, look, me, I've been there for Senzo Meyiwa family or for Senzo Meyiwa's children from that moment when the day when Senzo Meyiwa was killed, I had took over, I've been doing this. No. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. So for me, it does not make sense. Why visiting the family right now? Well, I get to give my own analytics according to my own understanding. And the matter is very simple here. The truth is, CHICCO TWALA went to visit Senzo Meyiwa's family because there is something which concerns him personally and something which concerns his son. I believe you'll be like, okay, what is he trying to say now? Of course, we know that his son is Longwe Twala. He was in that house. Okay, fine. But there's something more bigger than that. Have you guys heard about the rumor which has been circulating, where they keep on saying that, no, the reason why K.KHUMALO called CHICCO TWALA to go there immediately is because the gun that the gun that shoots at Senzo Meyiwa, the person who bring it in was Longwe Twala. And this gun was not for Longwe Twala, but it was for CHICCO TWALA, who's his father. And when this gun arrived inside the house, Senzo was against it. And some, they were busy making fun out of it. Until when that incident took place, they then changed the language. Now, the question to know is, what did CHICCO TWALA had to tell Senzo Meyiwa's mother in order for him to come out and say that, no, I was consoling them? Guys, according to this resource that we have in our possession, the men went there to negotiate because things, it is about to turn ugly inside the court. So there is some negotiation which one family who had done wrong to another family, they are trying to bring out that negotiation so that peace can reign, so that they can get to have a closure about it. And what you get to see, Senzo Meyiwa's mother, she will speak very soon, and she will ask for a day also inside the court. Yes, Senzo Meyiwa's mother she will also ask for a day inside court. And according to my resource, is that she want to go inside the court not for her to tell on how Senzo died. No. Obviously, they'll ask her a question like how she's been doing since she lost the child. You know, she'll give all these things and explain the point of view and everything. But the main reason why she have to go inside the court is because she want to go and expose people who have been visiting her in secret, talking to her, and asking her after each and every conversation, asking her that if this conversation can remain confidential, no one else should not know about this. And you ask yourself a question, for what reasons? That's another question we need to find out. So she'll go to court to expose people who have been going to visit her during the night without cameras and media, telling her certain things. And I'm afraid to say that some people will cry over this. I'm afraid to say that some people will even regret over that. It is indeed possible for her to do so. Now, in this video, I gave you some questions. You guys, you need to find the answer to some of them because they are very simple. I told you earlier on that there is no smoke without fire. And I get to ask you a question to know why the choice of CHICCO TWALA at the first place for him to come when SENZO MEYIWA was killed. Was there anyone else that K.KHUMALO was gonna call? And who even suggest the idea to call CHICCO TWALA? Because I even gave you an example of saying that the only way a parent or a mother can be called the way the child they are very agent is when there is something wrong. Your child perhaps have done something very wrong, and then it happened that they need your presence to be there. Once your presence is required, then you'll have to rush because you know that it is all about my child. Now, yesterday you get to see a man who's doing the interview saying that if someone told me about my child, that he takes drugs, he does this, I will totally agree with that person because that's what I know, that my child is capable of doing this. But my child killing someone, I'm not too sure. I will be very surprised. No, sir. We're talking about someone who's not normal, someone who take drugs. And these drugs can do a lot of things. These drugs can lead you in a very serious mistakes. And once you commit them, you come to your sense, but it's too late. So right now, let's wait and see. And I'm glad for the fact that he acknowledged to say that his son will be very soon appearing inside the court because he's doing much better. He's been following up his sessions on this counseling and everything, so he's doing much fine for him to appear inside the court. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see because there is serious questions that Longo Twala will need to answer. But the question is still to know why CHICCO TWALA the name is being mentioned. Because every time his name is being mentioned, it keep on giving people the intention to get to understand of what had happened and what they are trying to hide. With these questions that I'm leaving you guys with in mind, think about it. Tell us what you think also in the comment section below. We'll have a look on it. For now, continue to be yourself, be good, be kind, have respect for everyone in order for you to be respected. May God bless you all. I'll see you again very soon in our next video. Subscribe to the channel, give me your thumbs up. I will really do appreciate. Bye bye for now.